Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we have a pretty fun combo deck. We've got a few new cards from Jumpstart that we're going to be highlighting. But before we hop into today's deck, I do want to remind you guys, as always, if you could, please hit that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. We are continuing to grow. We are trying to get to 5,000. That is our next goal, so let's do it. So also check out all the cool links below, especially join the Discord. Can't say that enough. All right, but let's hop into this deck. And today we are playing Presence of Night. So this deck has a bunch of different infinite combos in it, and they're pretty relatively easy to pull off. We're going to try to hit on as many of them as we can. A lot of them have to do with obviously taking damage. Now, so we'll kind of hit on one that we've seen before. This is not infinite. But this is pretty much game ending. So this is Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and Revenge. So with Veto in play, whenever you gain that much life, your opponent's going to lose that much life. And then with Revenge, you get to double your life total, which is going to hit for that much. So if you're at 20, we're going to go to 40. They're going to first lose half their life because of the way the card works. So if they're at 20, they're going to go to 10, and then we're going to gain 20. They're going to lose 20 more, so they'll be at negative 10 at the end of the turn. So it's pretty ridiculous. Really cool card, really cool combo there. Another combo we have here is Veto and Exquisite Blood. So again, Veto, anytime we gain life, they lose that much life. Anytime an opponent loses life, we gain that much life. So if we can get them to basically take 1 damage, we're going to gain 1 life, and then it's just going to start an infinite combo. So let's say we have Veto in play and Exquisite Blood in play, and we have like a Soul Warden in play. So we play another creature, we're going to gain a life. Veto is going to say, okay, we gained a life, they're going to lose 1 life. And then this is just going to loop back and forth. So that's another way that we can do this. Another combo in this deck is Famished Paladin. Famished Paladin says it doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you gain life, you get to untap it. So what we can do is we can potentially give it lifelink by cycling the Splendor Mare. So we'll give it lifelink, and then we could also put Sorcerer's Wand on it. This says it's an equipment. When it's equipped to a creature, it taps to deal a damage. So if it has lifelink, every time it taps to deal a damage, it's going to gain life from the lifelink because of the Splendor Mare token, and then it's going to untap. So it's going to keep tapping, untapping. So that's truly like an infinite type combo. There's also some crazy combos with having a Soul Warden in play. Because again, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life. You could have Soul Warden in play on turn 1, and then on turn 2, you could play like Famished Paladin, something like that. Because you can also play one of the cool new cards, Presence of God, which says it's an enchant creature. Whenever you tap the creature, you create a 1/1 elf warrior token. So if we were to put this on Famished Paladin, every time we tap Famished Paladin, we're going to gain a life from the trigger from either a Johnny's Welcome or the Soul Warden, which is going to cause a Famished Paladin to untap. So that's infinite tokens and infinite life. And then if you happen to have Corpse Knight in play, you can also deal infinite damage. So again, there's a lot of different ways to do different things in this deck, and they actually are very flavorful. They interact a lot really well together. And then at the same time, we have Heliod because we do have a lot of life gain, and why not put counters on our creatures whenever we're gaining life? So again, we're highlighting, the 4 Presence of Gods that we're playing and the 2 Exquisite Bloods that we're playing from Jumpstart. So again, some people have put together like decks like this, but again, we're adding green to this because we like to add colors to decks. So we're going to throw together this Abzan deck in order to really see what we can do with it. I do want to round it off with 24 land. Here are the land over here. Hopefully this works really well. We'll see how it plays. Go ahead and stay tuned through the whole video. Watch all of the videos, all the games, and we'll talk about everything in the wrap up, see how we do. So stay tuned. See you guys soon. All right, well, time to look at the presence of night. Really like the deck name for today. Pretty happy with it. Kalis. Now let's see what we can do about Kalis. Opponent's going first. This is not the best hand, and of course they're playing red. So we'll go ahead and slap down into Johnny's Welcome, start gaining some life. Ooh, they're playing big red, okay. Big red. What do you got on 4 mana? Do we attack, or do we just gain infinite life here? Oh, that's one way to end the game. Infinite creatures and infinite life. Alright, well, good game. We got instantly paired. We're gonna hydrate. We're gonna go first. We're gonna keep this. Like a pretty good hand. Alright, well, go ahead and play into Johnny's Welcome. I know we lose out on a life if our opponent plays a creature here. Ooh, self-mill. Okay. What are they going to try to reanimate? I bet it is a Ulamog. It's always Ulamog, isn't it? Don't you just feel like it's always Ulamog? Bottom. Really need to draw land. Well, we're just gonna play dumb. Not do anything right now. Let them kind of back themselves into a corner. Ooh, the Tulpa. I mean, we're gonna go for it, right? And then we start pinging. Oh, it's great. It's great. Ping, 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 ping. Yeah, presence of night. This is doing pretty well so far. Super Mad Lad. Pretty sure this is a pretty big streamer. I've watched, or YouTuber actually, I've watched this guy's videos, if it's the same one that I'm thinking of, and they are quite entertaining. Wonder what he's on. Looks like goblins. If I had to pick by the sleeves, these are cool sleeves. Ooh. Soul Warden. Core Spirit Dancer. Give me that life. I mean, yeah, let's just do it this way. Trample. Gets +1/+1 for each aura attached to it. No attacks. Because we should have attacked first. I don't know why I can't figure that out in my head. Ooh, thing is big. Holy moly. How big you got, a 9/9? No blocks. I think we have a good game. And there she has it. Ah, the infinite combos. Now it's fair. It is fair to say that he did get stuck on 2 land. He missed 1 land drop. I'm pretty sure he missed 1 land drop that game. So, you know, for as often as this game tells me, you know, Wizards employees have the mythic orange names, I've never played against one. So, do we keep this? I don't think so. This is a little bit better, but we don't have black mana. Much as I want to. I think it's right to put back that land. Go ahead and play a Soul Warden. I hope we don't get stuck on 2 land because of our bad decisions. Okay, so we're not stuck on 2 land, which is good. Jinx, what are you doing? You are going after a straw, a metal straw. Zombie infestation. Well, we can't attack anymore. We'll gain 2 life, go back up to 20. We're not going to attack into your potential 2/2. So I wonder what this is going to feed. Like, there's got to be some ridiculous, you know, I didn't even know that this was reprinted. This could fuel some really potentially cool decks. Like Desecrated Tome, for example. Well, Let's see if they want to discard 4 cards and block this. And they do not. Okay. Oh. Okay, skeleton. So they can put this back onto the battlefield at any time, and then they get a... Oh, man. Why is he yelling in there? So... he gets this back, he makes a bat, he discards 2, he double blocks. I think that's fine. And we'll bring it back into play. We're actually going to gain life when he does this, so... Yep. But honestly, we might want to... I think we're just going to let this happen. I mean, we're going to let it happen anyway. But I don't think we're going to bring back the Splendor Mare right now, since we're at 29. And we're potentially swamp / other land away from just winning the game. I really want to know what this guy's deck does. Does he play Phoenixes? Does he play... I mean, we're not going to block, so... Still have not drawn any black mana of any kind. So he thinks we're strictly on green-white, which is crazy because we have so little green mana in our deck. I think we have what? No, I mean, I think we have 9 sources of green, but we have more sources of black in our deck than green. Okay, so he's about to be in that crazy heaven right now. No blocks. He's gonna sack, he's gonna get this back and 2 bats. And then he's going to bring this back, get 2 more bats. Oh, man. You don't have to do this right now, my friend. But we're going to gain a lot of life off of this. So... So we're not in any kind of like crazy amount of dire straits right now. Yeah. But it's a lot of life for us. I mean, yeah, we lose it eventually, but you can only get in with the air troops right now. So 4 bats. Can't block. We'll just take 5. Okay. So that's good in a sense that he is going to not go over a crazy amount of life. Wow, so we can't, so if, I'm trying to think here. So he sacks Calling Familiar, brings it back. He's gonna get 2 bats. Could block and kill. It's no point though, because he just blocks with the Cauldron Familiar and sacks it, so. Time for this cat oven. I'm just gonna need you to go a little bit faster, my dude. Just a little bit faster. Okay. That card's kind of annoying. I do like all of the synergies. So we are back where we started. However, things are going to get out of hand very quickly if we do not draw a black land. I mean, there's no reason not to block. The question is what happens if we play Vito out? Is he going to start going crazy with making more bats? Because that's going to actually drain him. Let's see what he does. Come on deck one time. Black mana. Tapped, untapped. There we go. Perfect. Now he's got to be careful about how many creatures he puts into play. And this is kind of like the janky version of winning with this deck. Yeah, see, he may have to just stick to the air and not bring any more creatures into play. That way, I mean, we're on the 3-turn clock now. Just 3 more turns. But, I mean... Take 22. That's the game. That was close. Can't believe we weren't drawing any black mana that game. And yeah, again, you know, I do feel not necessarily bad, but a little I mean, I do feel a little bad winning that way because I mean, you know, we built our deck to do that already, but so we're going first. We actually can't play anything until turn 3 with this land. Mulligan. We go first again. I think we keep. I just don't want to mulligan down to 5 and just have a completely garbage hand. Yeah, I think we just play this out. He's a good beater. Scavenging ooze, okay. Okay, well. Help collector. So this is obviously a counter-based deck. So we need to be really careful. Stone Coil for 2. Oh, and we're just not drawing. So we attack. He probably double blocks. I think it's fine. No double block, okay. That's kind of troubling. And we're not drawing any. We're not drawing any land. So we need to draw a land and a splendor to win. So, and it's unfortunate, you know, losing like this. That's a good combo. Put a counter there, puts a counter back on that. No blocks. Well, good game, my friend. Good game. Good game. I also did not know that they reprinted Micaeus. Pretty good. We're just going to take all this. 7-11. No blocks. And look at that. All right, well, good game. Concede. We were definitely dead that turn. Definitely dead. Yeah, losing that way is not fun. But I mean, what was it like the game right before that? We beat a guy because he got stuck on land, but only for one turn though. We got stuck on land for. It was the last game that we just lost, right? Yeah. It's been a long day. Went down to went to the zoo, like not the zoo, but we went through to a drive-through zoo. It was actually really a lot of fun. Ooh, what is our opponent playing? Why do we draw 2 vetoes? Why do they always come in like pairs? Treasure hunt, really? cat's crying because he wants in my kid's room. He's like, I miss you. Are we dead? No? Not dead yet. You're not a wizard or anything, are you? I mean, we're just gonna go ahead and put this on over here. Doesn't really do anything. We just want to go land, right? What does our opponent do? And what do we just don't draw land ever? Let's just play this. So I think it's because he didn't draw another treasure hunt that we're actually doing pretty good. He drew his Thassa's Oracle too early. There we go. There's his other freaking treasure hunt. He had to build up to 3 islands. Oh my god, you cast Treasure Hunt. How amazing. I mean, if we draw land, again, I feel like this is the story of our deck. Let's do it to it. Good game. So in case you're curious as to what's happening, is every time our opponent loses life, we gain a life. So every time we gain a life, he loses life, and then every time he loses life, we gain a life. And this is just happening in repetition. So that is how the game ended. So yeah, let's do one more. I know you guys are craving the hydration, so. But yeah, there are a bunch of different infinite combos in this deck. They're pretty relatively easy to pull off. So, what size is this? I think this goes up to size 13. All right, so I think we definitely keep this. Okay, we're just going to turn 1 plane, so we're playing against Mr. Mackey. Okay. Well, drugs are bad, okay. Okay. There are times when you get suckered in, okay, okay. Yeah, I love that South Park movie. Ooh, Merfolk Branchwalker. Kinda hot. Real bit. To the graveyard, because you don't have any black mana. Sure, no blocks. 19. No attacko. Is he gonna kill the Famished Paladin? Okay. And then we take 5. Sure. So we are racing. It's unfortunate. And we can use the Soul Warden as a blocker, since we do have a secondary Soul Warden. We don't have a secondary veto, though. We'll take 3. Light Ranger. Oracle of Moldiah. Real bit. Let's do this in the right order. So we can block a Branch Walker and a Light Ranger this turn and be fine. If he plays a creature, that would be pretty ridiculous. I still think we block here. I don't want to get drill bit, and I know we've already seen 2 go to the graveyard. Actually pretty good. I think this is better. This is a tough play. I mean, we're really just hoping that he whiffs on removal. Again, if we draw land. Good game, my friend. He's just gonna let us do it. Yeah, if he would have popped off his blast zone in response. Oh, and now he's gonna rope. You were doing so good, Mr. Mackey. You were doing so good. There you go. There you go. And there we have it. Okay. All right, guys, welcome back to the wrap up. We had a lot of fun with this deck. We went 6-1. We did lose the one game to that, what was it, a green-white deck, putting counters on their creatures, but we only got stuck on 2 land, which was unfortunate, so we didn't actually really even get to play. We just had a couple Famished Paladins in play, and then they had their entire deck, what felt like, with all of the power. Yeah, but I really liked the synergy in their deck, though. It was actually cool. They were playing a counter-based deck, you know, like Pelt Collectors, the Serpent, the Hydra, Shalai. What was really cool was that Hydra that says whenever a token or a counter goes on one of their other creatures, then that Hydra also gets a counter. So the synergy in his deck was actually really good. So it was kind of cool to see. But our deck, again, did really well. I feel like we actually were able to hit on every different type of combo in our deck, which was kind of weird. I was kind of expecting to maybe just, you know, power out infinite tokens or whatever. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. The Exquisite Bloods actually worked out really well. I feel like the only card that really just didn't do anything was probably the All Seeds of Life Bounty. But you know, it's in there to protect, you know, our combo, you know, potentially giving something protection from a certain color, or, you know, something along those lines, or triggering like a life gain with a life link, or just triggering playing a creature with the other abilities from Johnny's Welcome or Soul Warden. But yeah, again, the deck worked really well. You know, thinking about this, I don't really feel like I would change anything. Maybe try to fit in one more Splendor Mare. But you know, maybe one more Splendor Mare and one less Sorceress Wand, because that combo is just But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, we had a lot of fun. You know, this deck is not competitive, it's more fun, and it is relatively cheap to build. You know, I don't typically count the lands when building these decks, because I figure that if you're enjoying historic videos or historic decks and you are playing historic, you probably have the mana base for everything, because the mana base, I do want to hit on, is the most important thing typically in any given format. Once you have the mana base built, then you should be able to build around the other decks that you want eventually. So always try to complete mana bases first. So yeah, this is relatively inexpensive. You know, just a couple mythics and just a few rares. Everything else is commons and uncommons. So give it a shot if you have it. So all right, and yeah, again, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We're growing the channel. You guys are amazing. Join the Discord. We have a new text-based RPG in the Discord channel, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of people have been playing it. It's really cool. You know, you're not playing against anybody. It's kind of like you do your own thing. But it's really fun. We added it yesterday, and it's just like, it's like, oh, I got nothing going on, so I'm gonna play this RPG game for a little while. So all right, guys, so other than that, though, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.